Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looking to throw on second down. Levy, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Levy, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
To throw on second down. James got his man complete over the middle. That's Yoder. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. James. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now James. From the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looking to throw on second down. Levy. And his throw here is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Levy. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. James. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
On 3rd down, that's Fisher. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. From the gun, Levy to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Levy finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
All right, here
they try the right side here. And some room to work. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary, where the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, 1 broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. James now to throw on 2nd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. Hurry up, here we go. Landed.
Looking to throw. James. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Levy toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
To throw again. Levy. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Levy. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Levy throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Levy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there that stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here. And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. To throw is James. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. James on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's James looking to throw on 2nd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. James throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now James to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back to throw. James. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Let's go. Blue,
Throwing again. Levy finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on second down. Levy throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Levy, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Levy, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Looking to throw on second down. Levy, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on third down. Levy, quick hitter here. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Levy. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on second down, Levy. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Levy. And this is going to be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things. keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. James. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Back to throw. James. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 2nd and 8. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. And to late in the first, the connection is made in the middle of the field, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. We're brand new at 7. 3rd down from inside the 50. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now 1st and 10. Defense will win the battle and get the sack. This goes for a loss of 9. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get back up to New Jersey as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
James now looking to throw on 2nd down. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is James. Operating from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Levy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, Levy. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. James firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
James on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's James throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To the field, here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Levy. And this will be incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a real confident throw, but I think we can understand why with the way this game has gone. He's been harassed, moved out of the pocket, sacked a bunch of times. Makes it tough to get set and throw.
Yeah, pressure's been relentless. It was relentless there. A dangerous throw downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Levy throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go.
Now James off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Yoder. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. James now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves to James.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is James. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Yoder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, James. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. James. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. James from the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Levy. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Move, Landon.
From the gun, Levy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Levy. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now.
To throw again. Levy throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Levy. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And 10. Levy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Levy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Ganchkar coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 19. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. After the interception, Levy throwing the out route incomplete. That's Porter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Porter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again, Levy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down. Levy is going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Back to throw. Levy finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Operating from the gun. Levy. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Levy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go! 3:19! 3:19!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.